Hey everybody, it's Irritable Life again. It's been so long since I mean, it feels like forever since I posted my last video, and I wanted to come to you with something a little motivational. There is a newspaper in Spanish, and these are motivations that come every day in the newspaper. And normally I just kind of like cast them aside and everything, but you know, sometimes it's good to read things, to read up on these things, you know, and post them up, hang them somewhere, just as a reminder when your day's not going as planned, or when things are getting a little hellish, you know, which seems to be the case a lot these days. But trucking through thanks to transcendental meditation. I will always say that because it is amazing. Anyway, I'm going to read them to you and translate them. All right, so the first one is: No puedes comenzar el nuevo capítulo de tu vida si sigues leyendo el último. This one is so freaking great, and it's so, I can identify with this so much. So basically it's, you can't start the new chapter in your life if you keep reading the last one. It's like made for me, because I tend to do that a lot. As I said, meditation has been helping me to kind of stay away from that negative thinking, because that's all negativity. Every time I look into the past, every time my stomach starts acting up, I get depressed, I get angry, I get bitter. I start thinking about the reasons why and the path that I've taken and where I am right now. It's so bad and it's so toxic. So doing this, you know, just stopping that way of thinking, stopping myself from looking into the past, looking at that last chapter that's a disaster, is important, because that way I can move forward. That way I can just focus on the present and then the future. So that's really important, and I can't stress enough how important just stopping for a second, taking a breath, meditating for 5 minutes, or doing a 20-minute transcendental meditation session can benefit you in the long run. So that's that one. The second one is: Si quieres que tus sueños se hagan realidad, el primer paso es levantarte. So if you want your dreams to become reality, first you have to get up. And that is very true. In order for me to want to achieve any of my dreams, I've had many, but to be able to get more noticed in my cooking, get my videos out there, I need to get up and cook. Meditation, again, I'm going to keep stressing this. That has helped me in this past week that I've gotten back into it, get my energy back. And I know that it's just a matter of time before everything else will fall into place. Because I've gone to the chiropractor, today's the first day, thankfully, to get my adjustments. That'll clear the pain, clear the fogginess, and I'll be able to have the full energy to exercise more, have more energy, so that I can create different dishes, but a lot of them at the same time, without being like, oh gosh, okay, I created one, I'm done. I want to do more, and I'll be able to do more once I get up and go. So that's the second one. The third one is: Nunca para tu vida. Nunca agaches la cabeza. Nunca digas que no puedes. Nunca te limites. Y nunca dejes de creer en ti. So this is the nevers. Never lower your head. So stand tall, stand proud. Never say that you can't do it. Never limit yourself. And never, or don't, stop believing in yourself. That's a hard one. Not gonna lie, that's a hard one, because I I'm on a good track right now. But I know that when those obstacles get in my way sometimes, it takes a lot out of me, and it takes everything in me to keep going sometimes, and to believe in myself that I can do it, because I'm like, well, this obstacle knocked me down. Maybe it's because I'm worthless. So it's that negative talk in there. And I'm constantly struggling against it, trying to tell myself, come on, Ilya, you can do it, you can do it. No, you can't. Yes, you can. I have the bad Ilya and the good Ilya always sitting on my shoulders, and I'm trying to get rid of the bad Ilya and just keep the good Ilya that's positive, the way I used to be all the time. So that's number 3. Number 4, cada día es un nuevo comienzo. Aléjate de lo que podía haber sido y mira a lo que puede ser. That's another good one. So every day is a new day, a new beginning. Distance yourself from what could have been and look at what could be. I don't know about that one. That one's a little tough. Or maybe not. I guess what could have been is maybe something with your career or a relationship. Something that you thought could have been. Like a guy that I used to like. I never told him that I did. I used to work with him years ago. And, you know, every now and then I used to think about it like, oh gosh, you know, what life would have been with him. But no, it just wasn't meant to be. It just happened. That's life. So instead of focusing on that, just think about what could be. Maybe another relationship in the future, if I decide that a relationship is for me. So in that respect, yeah, it's hard. That's another hard one. But I think we all do that. I think we are all very guilty of doing that. It's kind of hard not to, right? All right, number 5. La gente positiva cambia el mundo, mientras que la negativa lo mantiene como está. Yeah. So, Gina, who is a doTERRA advocate, and Mary and Donna, they are wonderful people. And Gina pointed out to me about, you know, being negative and bringing that negativity to me. And, you know, maybe that's not something you want to hear. You don't want to hear criticisms sometimes. But the good ones, the genuine ones, are the ones that are going to point it out. And she did. And that's what my mom tells me too, you know. And they're right in the sense that if you focus on that negativity, that's it. You know, you're kind of bringing that energy to you, right? And it's hard not to sometimes. Sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes that negativity comes from depression. And depression's a serious thing that should be addressed, definitely. If you're feeling depressed, definitely reach out to somebody, because it's that black hole that you're in or that you fall into. It's hard to get out of. It's hard to get out of. So definitely reach out to somebody, because there's people out there. There's people out there that can help you through that and can help you get out of that black hole, so that you are more positive about your future and you can have hope. Because as I mentioned before, that once upon a time quote from Snow White, even the possibility of a happy ending is a powerful thing. So if that negativity comes from depression, because you're just in that state, definitely reach out. But if your negativity comes from just a bad habit, it's just easier to be negative instead of being positive, which I've gotten into that bad habit before, you can get yourself out of it. Sometimes it takes a good friend or a genuine person like Gina and my mom and some other people to point it out, to kind of smack you back into reality. So that's that one. Let's see. All right, number 6. Recuerda que no conseguir lo que quieres a veces significa un maravilloso golpe de suerte. That is a good one. That is a good one. So this one is, remember that sometimes not getting what you want signifies a beautiful stroke of luck. Because let's say you wanted to get in a relationship with somebody and it didn't work out. That person turned out to be a dud for whatever reason, or just toxic, or just plain not good for you. It's a good thing because you saved yourself some heartache. Same thing with a job. So many different things in your life. If you didn't get it, if you didn't attain it, if you just missed out, sometimes it can be a good thing for you because maybe something better is going to come your way. It's so hard to think that way sometimes because you're like, damn, man, I missed out. But no, sometimes it ends up being a good thing. And if you think about it that way, it's just easier to move forward. It's all about moving forward, moving on, and focusing on the good things both now and in the future. All right, number 7 and the last one. Hay una fuerza motriz más poderosa que la electricidad y la energía atómica, la voluntad. So, la fuerza motriz is a driving force. So there is a driving force more powerful than electricity and atomic energy, and that is your will. La voluntad is your will. So your will to live, your will to keep going, your will to fight. That is true. If you think about that story, there's a story I remember about I believe it was a donkey. I'm pretty sure it was a donkey, but don't quote me on that. I think he was in a ditch. I don't remember if he was thrown in a ditch by his owner. My brain's still a little foggy. But the point is that I guess the owner was trying to bury him. And what he kept doing was with each pile of dirt that this person threw into the ditch, he would step on it. Again, the other pile of dirt, he would step on it, right on top of it, until he got to the point where he was able to get out because he stepped on it. He stepped like this owner had no idea that he was just basically building him like a sandy set of stairs for him to keep climbing until he was able to escape and be free. So I guess if you look at it that way, it was his will to live that gave him that, okay, how do I get out of this? You know, sometimes that's what you need in order to MacGyver yourself out of a situation or just move forward in whatever task is at hand or whatever you're going through, because in life things happen. Not that you expect something that you didn't expect, or something that just knocks you right on your tart, for lack of a better word. And sometimes you just need that will. Sometimes people encouraging you reminds you that you still have fight in you, but sometimes you need to be reminded. But if you don't have people around you to remind you, dig deep, because there is that will to live, that will to keep going, that will to fight, that will to just move on and be the person that you're supposed to be. So in that respect, that is so true. But those are the 7 days of motivations, and I just figured I'd do them all at once because they're really good. And sometimes in life we need a little motivation, right? So that's it. And if you happen to be in the New York area, then you can get the newspaper. I'm not sure if it's anywhere outside of the New York area, but it's called the Especialito, and they have these motivation sections, which are really, really, really awesome. I really like this one. So I think I'm gonna, cut it a little better and then just frame it because it's really good. We need a reminder in this day and age with everything that's going on around us. to just be a little bit positive and to care about ourselves a little bit more, and to pamper ourselves just a little bit. So that's it here from Irritable Life. I hope you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed this little motivation session here, and I hope you have a good day. See you later.